your assignment is to do the even problems. I'm going to do all of them, but your assignment is to do the even. And I'll highlight the ones that you're supposed to do in my class. So for number 1, I noticed that we can have a common base of 2. So I know 8 is the same thing as saying 2. So we have 2 to the third power, and that's raised to the 2x. So 32 is the same thing as saying 2. And if you want to use your calculator, you can. We know it's 2 to the power of 5. Yeah. So we know that 3 times 2x is 6x is equal to 5. And since we're solving for x, we divide by 6. And so yes, you will have fractions as answers. If you want to check that, you're going to have 8 raised to the power 2 times 5 divided by 6. And we should get close to 32 or 32, and that is the answer. So we know that 7 is going to be our common base, because this is 7 to the n power. So if you want to figure out 7 squared is 49. 7 to the third power is 343, and that's what we have. So we have 7 to the third power. And you notice that we have the same base, so we can just say the exponents are equal. And we know that 7 to the third power is 343. So that's correct. Number 3, we have 9 raised to the 2x power is equal to 27. So we know that 9 can be rewritten as 3 to the second power. And we know that is raised to the power 2x. And we know that 3 raised to the third power, and you can check here, 3 raised to the third power is going to give you 27. So we have 2 times 2x gives you 4x equals 3. Divide by 4. So x equals 3 over 4. And if you want to check that, you just have to substitute into the exponents. You have 9 raised to the power 2 parentheses 3 divided by 4. And I should get 27. Okay. Number 4, it states that you need to solve each equation and round to the nearest hundredth. So what you're going to do is, remember, you're going to have to introduce logs. So you say the log of 4, and then this is 3n, is equal to the log of 5. Bring the 3n to the front, so you have 3n times the log of 4 is equal to the log of 5. Divide by 3 log of 4. Divide by 3 log of 4. So n, because we know that the log of 4 divided by the log of 4 is 1. 3 divided by 3 is 1. So we're left with n. So we're going to have log, that's base 5, base 10 divided by, base 10 of 5 is divided by, parentheses, 3 times the log of 4. And it says round off to the nearest hundredth. So it's going to be where the digit is 8. So it's 0.39. And if you want to check, you have 4 raised to the power 3 times 0.39, and we should get close to 5. And we do. Number 5, we have 3 raised to the power 2n minus 3. So once again, you're going to go ahead and introduce log. So you're going to introduce log. And that 2n minus 3, you're going to move to the front. So you have 2n minus 3. And you have the log. Go ahead and divide by the log of 3. So you have 2n minus 3 is equal to the log of 15 divided by the log 3. Now I'm gonna take some more steps. You're gonna add 3. And then the last step is to divide by 2. So you have 2n log of 15 divided by log of 3 plus 3. And what you can do is just go like this. And then just multiply by half. And that's your answer. So let me go ahead and go to the calculator, and you're going to see what I'm going to do. Parentheses, log of 15 divided by log of 3. And then I have that plus 3. Close parentheses times a fraction, which is 1 divided by 2. And you get 2.73. If you want to check it, all you have to do is type it into the calculator. 3 to the power, you got parentheses, 2 times 2.73 minus 3, close parentheses, and you should get close to 15. 14.9, that's close enough. I went ahead and moved the screen since I was losing space. So I have 4 to the power x minus 5 is equal to 12. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to add 5 to both sides. So you have 4 to the power x is equal to 17. Now I'm going to introduce log to both sides. So you have the log of 4 to the power x is equal to the log of 17. Remember to move the x to the front. So you have x times the log of 4 is equal to the log of 17. The next step is to divide by the log of 4. These cancel. Get your calculator. So you have log of 17 divided by log of 4. So you have 2.04. Go to your calculator. 4 to the power 2.04 minus 5. 11.9, you get close to it. So number 7, we're going to convert it to the inverse. This is base 10, so we have 10 raised to the second power is equal to x. So x is equal to 10 to the second power is 100. If you want to check, log of 100. By the way, that's base 10. Gives you 2. That's it. Number 8, I have 10 to the negative 1 power is equal to 4x. So 10 to the negative 1 power is actually 1 over 10. When I divide by 4 to both sides, I'm actually multiplying by 1/4. So x is equal to 1/40. If you want to check that, it would be log 4 times 1 over 40, right? And that's -1. So that does check. You can't see number 9, but it says log base 10 of 3x equals 2. So we're going to convert it to its inverse. So it's 10 squared is equal to 3x. So 10 squared is 100 equals 3x divided by 3. I'm going to leave it as 100 over 3. So I'm going to go to log 3 times 100 divided by 3. Notice the 3's cancel. You're left with 2. That does work. For number 10, we're going to convert again to its inverse. So I have 10 to the second power gives you x minus 25. So that's 100 is equal to x minus 25. So you have x, you add 27. I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and fix that. I don't know why I put 27. So you add 25 to both sides. So you have x equals 125. I'm going to go ahead and check using the calculator. So we have log of 100 minus 25, 125. You notice the 25's cancel. You're left with 100, and it is 2. For number 11, it's a little bit different. We do have a 2 that's in front of that logarithm. So what you probably want to do first is divide by 2. So you have log, we're still in base 10, 2x plus 5 equals 2. So I'm going to write the inverse. 10 squared is equal to 2x plus 5. So you're left with 10 squared, which is 100, is equal to 2x plus 5. Subtract 5 from both sides. So you have 2x equals 95 divided by 2. So your answer is 95 over 2. I'm going to leave it as 95 over 2, and I'm going to check it right here. So I have 2 times the log, and I have 2 times 95 over 2. And you notice the 2's cancel, and then the plus 5. And you get 4. That's correct. So for number 12, you're going to have to divide first by 3. So you have log 1 minus 2x equals 6 divided by 3 is 2. Remember the 3's cancel. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So we're going to convert to its inverse. 10 squared is equal to 1 minus 2x. So we have 100 equals 1 minus 2x. Subtract 1, subtract 1. So you're left with 99 is equal to negative 2x. Divide by negative 2. I'm going to leave it as 99 over negative 2. So I'm going to go ahead and type that into the calculator. 3 times the log 1 minus 2 parentheses 99 divided by negative 2, and it should come out to be 6, and it does. Number 13, we're going to have to use our log properties. And since we're subtracting, we're going to use a quotient property. So we have the log, and we have x over 4 is equal to 3. We're going to go ahead and write the inverse. So we have 10 to the third power is equal to x over 4. So we have x over 4. 10 to the third power is 1,000. Multiply by 4. So you have x equals 4,000. So let's go to our original problem. So we have the log of 4,000 minus the log of 4. And we get 3. That does check. Number 14, we're going to use the quotient property again. So we have log x over 4 is equal to negative 2. So we have 10 raised to the negative 2 is equal to x over 4. In this case, 10 to the negative 2 is 1 over 100, or 10 squared. We're going to multiply both sides times 4. So we get 4 over 100. We can simplify. Since there's 4 quarters in a dollar, so it's 1. (1/25). So we're going to go ahead and check. So we have the log of 1/25 minus the log of 4. They give us negative 2.